We are getting word this evening of some rock throwing by youths in South Central Los Angeles, perhaps in reaction to today's verdicts in the Rodney King beating.
1992, South Central Los Angeles. Riots, violence, and looting spread across the city.
1992, Los Angeles was on fire. Gangs ruled the streets. The crack epidemic had shattered families. And Hollywood? They were profiting off the chaos.
And before a shooting Wednesday night,
low. It's just low.
All right, hold on. Let me just ask you a question. Why are you guys bloods? Why are you in the gangs?
Why is we in the gang? I guess because the area we grew up in, man. Everybody go in that area, man. Everybody follow the same line. BGs grow up to be OGs. Little niggas.
his gang name is Dusty Loke.
But then came a film that was different. A film that wasn't just about violence, it was about redemption. A film that showed that breaking free from the cycle was possible. That movie was South Central. But what happened to the cast of this legendary film? Some rose to greatness, while others faced heartbreaking struggles. Stay with us as we dive deep into the then and now of South Central, and trust me, some of these stories will shock you. And if you love uncovering the real Hollywood, its hidden truths and untold stories, hit that subscribe button and join the movement, because the truth, it's deeper than they want you to know. Let's start with the man at the heart of it all, Glenn Plummer, who played Bobby Johnson. His performance was raw, real, unforgettable. A gang member who finds redemption in prison and fights to save his son. That's the kind of role that stays with you. But here's what many people don't know. Glenn Plummer didn't just play this role, he lived it. Before acting, he grew up in tough neighborhoods himself. Maybe that's why his performance felt so real.
My character was supposed to shoot him and take my son and leave. And my thing was, I wasn't going to be a part of black on black crime at the end of any movie that I was starring in. Wasn't going to have that happen. And I looked at him and I looked at the kid and I put the gun down and I looked him in his eyes and he cocked the trigger and I said, "You wait a minute, motherfucker." That's what I said. You wait a minute. You motherfucker, you wait a minute. And it still was. Because it was there. I told him, "You wait a minute, you motherfucker, you wait a minute. And let me talk to my son." Y'all didn't see that.
After South Central, Glenn kept grinding. He starred in Speed 2, The Day After Tomorrow, even had a wild role in Showgirls. But Hollywood wasn't kind to him. Today, he's still acting, but not at the level he deserves. Some say Hollywood typecast him. Others believe he never got the right opportunities. What do you think? Did Glenn Plummer deserve more? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Next up, Byron Minns, the man behind Ray Ray, he ruthless gang leader who kept Bobby trapped in the cycle of violence. A performance so chilling, it felt too real. And guess what? Byron Minns is nothing like Ray Ray in real life. In fact, after South Central, he left gang roles behind and focused on comedy and writing. Yeah, you heard that right. Byron co-created Black Dynamite, one of the funniest blaxploitation parodies ever made.
About Black Dynamite.
Say what? Black Dynamite.
Black Dynamite.
Fists of Fury.
But after that, he disappeared from the mainstream. Today, he stays behind the scenes, writing and producing. A true talent, but one Hollywood never fully utilized. Now, this one hurts. Lexie Bigham played Bear, the Og who tried to steer Bobby in the right direction. A role that was wise, powerful, and tragic. But here's what's even more tragic: Lexie Bigham's real-life fate. Just a few years after South Central, he was gone. In 1995, he passed away in a fatal car accident. He was only 27 years old, gone too soon. But his performance? It left a mark that will never fade. Drop an RIP in the comments if you remember Bear. Let's keep his legacy alive. And then, there's Ali. Played by Carl Lumbley, Ali wasn't just a character, he was the heart of South Central. The mentor, the man who showed Bobby Johnson the way out of the cycle of violence. Carl Lumbley's portrayal was unforgettable, a man who spoke with quiet authority, teaching lessons that transcended the screen. But here's the thing, Carl Lumbley didn't just shine in South Central. His career has been legendary, from playing a groundbreaking role in Alias to voicing the iconic Martian Manhunter in the Justice League animated series.
Diana, you and I have both been affected by our time among humans. It's important that we keep ourselves in check.
Carl Lumbley has been a force in Hollywood for decades. And most recently, he made waves in The Falcon and the Winter Soldier, delivering a performance that gave chills to millions.
You think things are different? You think times are different? You think I wouldn't be dead in a day if you brought me out?
Unlike many actors from South Central, Carl Lumbley carved out a lasting legacy. He's proof that talent and authenticity can carry you through decades in an industry that often forgets its brightest stars. What was your favorite Carl Lumbley role? Was it Ali, Isaiah Bradley, or Martian Manhunter? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button. And what about Jimmie, the young boy at the heart of South Central? Played by Christian Coleman, his performance was unforgettable. But after South Central, Christian Coleman vanished from Hollywood. No blockbuster roles, no big interviews, just disappeared. The industry moved on, and so did he. Rumors say he left the industry for good. But one thing's for sure, Hollywood didn't come looking for him. Now, what about the rest of the cast? Some stayed in Hollywood, others, their stories took unexpected turns. Take Vincent Craig Dupree, who played Loco, the fiery gang member who added tension to every scene he was in. Vincent gave the role his all, delivering a performance that was raw and unforgettable. But after South Central, Vincent took on smaller roles, here and there, and eventually, he faded from the Hollywood spotlight, leaving fans wondering skeptical smiley face what could have been if he'd been given more opportunities. And what about Reginald T. Dorsey, who played Bastille, the hardened mentor figure? Reginald didn't just stick to acting, he transitioned behind the camera, becoming a filmmaker and producer. From telling his own stories to uplifting others, he made a name for himself in a whole new way. And then, there are the ones who disappeared entirely. Baldwin C. Sykes as Ken Dog, Diane Manzo as the undercover cop, Terrence Williams as Booty. So many faces we came to love, only to lose sight of them after the movie. Some left Hollywood to pursue new paths. Others, their stories remain untold, their memories, etched only in the frames of South Central. They were more than just characters, they were a reflection of an era. So what's the legacy of South Central? It's more than just a movie. It's a message, a warning, a wake-up call. But here's what's crazy, Hollywood doesn't want these kinds of stories anymore. They push the violence, the gang life, but when a film shows redemption, it gets buried, and that's why this channel exists. 2. Expose the truth Hollywood doesn't want you to see. So if you're tired of the lies, if you want the real stories, subscribe now. Because we're just getting started.